Hey guys, welcome back to the Mighty PHI Games, History, and Reviews. And today we are, this is the season finale of the album review. And so, I have finished, listening to all my albums, my CDs, that I've been listening to them since January of last year. So I finally finished listening to all of them, so I thought, hey, this would be a good time, do the season finale kind of thing. And yeah, I thought it was too. So, we have so much to review, it's nuts. So, just look at this. This is crazy, we all have to review today. But, yeah, so I thought, just have this be our season finale. But next season, it's going to be pretty nuts, so that's all I'm going to... I'll talk about the next season later in the video. Towards the end. So, let's go. Okay, now that looks safe. Okay, so, light. Yay, got a little light. I don't know where to put it. I was sitting on top. I don't know where to put that. I'll set that right there. So, there you go. Light. Yeah, say, yay. So how this works is my dad and me both have huge music collections. Well, he has more CDs, and I have both vinyl and CDs. Well, a lot of them. I collect both. My dad just collects CDs. So, about last year, around January 2019, I'd be like, hey, I'm listening to all the CDs, all mine and my dad's CDs. Just do every other one. So I'll listen to one of my dad's, one of mine, one of my dad's, one of mine. He went back and forth. And that's what I did. So I finally finished. Well, then around August-ish, September, August-ish, of last year, hey, let's start reviewing these because I've done the comic book review before, so that's kind of been going on for a while. And I'm like, I have a whole bunch of CDs, and so I'm like, hey, I'll just review those too. And so, yep, and now here we are. It's May. I'm filming this, and I did add up when this goes up. So this will go up in August, and I'm like, geez, this is nuts. So yeah. Because I have a little calendar. I have everything written down when everything goes up. So, yeah, nuts. So, it's kind of... So, I do this with a 1 to 5 rating, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. But most of the time, I do a 3. And the 3 to me is kind of it's okay. It's not great, but it's not bad. So, yeah, that's kind of what that all means. So, So, yay. So, let's I'm talking about the first one. So, this is from Elvis Presley Boulevard, Memphis, Tennessee. So, this is one of my favorite album covers of all time, probably. I don't know why. I've just always kind of liked it. Sunlight over there. I don't know why. I've always just kind of liked this one. Don't know why. I don't know where to put this light. I have a little light. And I just set up my dresser, so it kind of should sound this way. But my tablet blocks most of it. But I guess you kind of see a little bit. Might help a little bit. I think it does. So, I guess the big song off of here is Hurt, and that's pretty much it. But I've always liked Blue Eyes Crying in Rain, Last Farewell. I think Danny Boy is pretty good. And Solitaire, and Love Coming Down. Well, it's just, there's a lot of, there's something really iconic except Hurt. So, I don't really like this one. I'm kind of familiar with it, but I'm bad with the names. So, also tell what's mine. I usually number mine. So this is CD number 168. So that's a 168th CD, and I got this in 2020. So I'll put the last two digits of the year I got it. So, this came out in 1976. This is Elvis's second to last album. And so some kind of fun facts was this is actually recorded in the Jungle Room. And so, in Elvis's estate in Memphis, or Graceland. It was recorded at Graceland at the Jungle Room. And, yeah, I thought that would be interesting. So, and so it was recorded there because Elvis wasn't coming into the recording studio. And so, so the studio came to him. So I guess if you really want to, you can pop the thing open in the back. Oh my gosh. So it looks pretty nice inside, and there's a little book. Well, all of them have books. But then, I did look at this website, though, and I'm like, oh, you know, they must have a website. I looked at the website, and every CD's like $1 each. I'm like, this is too good to be true. So I don't know. So if anyone's watching this and has ordered off the website, yeah, you can please. I want to know if it's, like, legit, or is like, scam kind of thing. And here's just the inside of the book, nothing much, it's just, like, this one page kind of thing. And so, overall, I give this a 5-star review. It's a great album, like the cover, and yeah. Next, we have more Elvis. We have Elvis Sings Flaming Star. And I also like this cover, too. I know this has a little crack. I ordered this, so of course it comes that way. And so big songs off of here. Well, this is my 169th CD. Got it this year. And so big songs, not really any, but my favorite's Flaming Star. Wonderful World's pretty good. Nightlife is good. Too Much Monkey Business. That one's good. Yellow Eyes of Texas. She's a Machine. Do the Vega, and Tiger Man. So those are all my all my ones I like off here. But some fun facts about. So this is called a budget album, which means that it only had maybe a handful of new songs, you know, maybe even one, but the rest are all from like other albums or have been previously released. So this was the new one, Flaming Star. But Nightlife, you know this one, the Yellow Eyes of Texas, and Do the Vega. That was actually all off of the Viva Las Vegas album, which we'll get to sometime, maybe next season. I don't know, but it will be reviewed in the future. And also, Tiger Man was actually recorded during the 68 comeback special. And here's the inside, nothing much. The book is, a little 2-page thing. It doesn't have anything in it. So, yeah, and then this just says Elvis, so nothing really major. So, I would give this about a 5-star review. I like this one a lot. So next we have The Who, Quadrophenia. Now this guy came out, I'm going to get the years back here, 1975. And so this is actually probably the first, reissue of it in CD form. This came out in 1985. But, so I got this, I'm like, ooh, Quadrophenia. Oh my gosh, it's only $4. I didn't realize it's only half of it. It's a 2-disc thing. But yeah, it doesn't really have many songs in it. I never really know why. But maybe it's about 20-some songs on it, I think. So I have the first half of Quadrophenia. So it's pretty good. It actually rocks pretty good. So I'll give it I'll say the rating at the end. But, song-wise, I don't really know it was all big on this. I know that, I guess, disc 2 has all the big ones. And so, yeah, you can tell this is old, because you can tell by the CD case and stuff. The book looks old, too. So this is actually giant posters. So I'm just too lazy just to take it out. So, yeah, there's that. So I give this a 3-star review. Mostly because it's okay, but it's not great. Okay, and also, this is $4 when I got it. And I'm like, what's so expensive about, why is that disc 2 with $16 more? $16 more, I just don't get it. Next we got Party Music for Your Wedding. So this came out in 2000, and so I'll just list, so you have the Macarena by, Los Damar, In Two Powder Bag by the Temptations, Jump, Drive, and Rail by the Tony Burgos Orchestra. And then you have The Bunny Hop by the Star Sound Orchestra, featuring Cindy Simon. We have Limbo Rock by Chubby Checker, Beer Bill Polka by Frankie Yankovic, and that last name, Yankovic, if that sounds any familiar, if I remember correctly, his son is known as Weird Al Yankovic. So yeah, his dad was a famous polka singer. Then you have The Chicken Dance by the Emeralds, The Electric Boogie by Marcia Griffiths, The Hokey Pokey by the Star Sound Orchestra, Do You Love Me, The Contours, Hands Up, Ottawan, Tequila, The Champs, Hava Nagila, the Star Sound Orchestra, and then The Dollar Wine, The Dollar Dance by Taxi. So, yeah, it has a lot of stuff. Yeah, I gotta open this time, let's go. Oh, I should have that over there. So yeah, I don't think this book is really much either. I think it's just, yeah, so here's the book, nothing much. But yeah, this is a pretty good CD. I like it a lot. It has a lot of good stuff off of it. And, I'll probably give this a about, well, it has a lot of great songs on it, like Tequila, and then also has, Do You Love Me? Yes, Chubby Checker has, like, the Macarena and stuff, but then they have some other stuff, like the Bunny Hop, Hokey Pokey. It kind of drags it down a little bit, and it's not even the original ones, too. So, like I always say, but, but, like, the guy who actually wrote the Hokey Pokey just died, so I kind of read up on it, and they're saying when they're putting him in the coffin, they put his right leg in, and then you take his right leg out, and then when the people want to put the left leg in, you shake it all around. But, yeah, so, that has a joke. Okay, yeah, great joke, Patrick. Ha! Great, okay. So, yep, I'll probably give this a 4. Next, we got The Who Sellout. This came out in 1967. The big song off of this was probably I Can See for Miles. But so I like the first one a lot, Amania, City in the Sky, and then Hall of the Mountain King down here, which is a famous, song from the classical era of music, which is, Beethoven stuff, was, Pete Townsend is a pretty cool guitar riff of that, so, but I also noticed, while listening to this, because when I put it in, I think I reviewed this earlier in the season, but, it's back again. I was listening to it, and I paid more attention than usual, and so they used a guitar riff in here that would be used about maybe 3, even 6 times in the next album, Tommy. And then they also had and then they also did some things. Well, it also says something that would also be used in Tommy. It was like Mrs. Walken, It's a Boy, which we used in Tommy 2 as a song, it's like a 20-second song. But then they also reference Boris the Spider, which is a song by The Who, which is on a quick one, which is actually coming up in the review. So inside, if I can get this open because I'm using one hand, yay! So this is all that's that. So you have nice in there. We got a nice, I guess big book this time. Has a lot of pictures, stuff you can read and things. So, yeah. So personally, I think this a big advertisement. That's kind of what this album was. They advertised Coke, Heinz Beans, whoever that is, deodorant, Matic, and some other stuff. Even have a whole thing, a Coca-Cola kind of chant going on. It's like Coca-Cola, yeah, it's weird. but it's somehow good at the exact same time. So I'll give this a 4. Next we have Pink, Misunderstood. I think I said that right. Sorry if I didn't. So the only song off of here that I know went big is Get the Party Started, because I've heard of that before I listened to this. But this guy came out in 2000, I want to say 1. I'm trying to find it. It's up here. Okay, what was it at? I literally can't find this. Oh yeah, 2001. So, yeah, they can't make it any smaller, can they? But, so, give us like a 1, because like, I do like Pink. I don't mind Pink. I like her popular stuff. She's one of the few modern artists I actually like. So we pop the guy open, there's nothing back there, just Pink stuff. I think the book has some pictures and stuff, but, yeah, so nothing too terribly much. I'll give this a 1. So this is the Who, a quick one. So I actually picked this guy up in Palm Springs. My grandpa rents a house up there about every year, and there's this cool record store on Main Street called Vinyl Pharmacy, and so they have some pretty cool stuff in there. So other than like album CDs and stuff, they have like a lot of like memorabilia, like like movie posters and DVDs and stuff. So I kind of recommend you go down there. It's a pretty cool place. And if I remember in August when I put this up, I'll put the website in the comments, like the link in the comments below. If I remember, because sometimes I forget stuff, especially if I have to do it for 2 months from now. But bigger songs off of here, there wasn't really that I really know of. Like nothing like popular. Who. But like I like the first 3 songs. Like there's 111. There's Boris the Spider. I Need You. Heat Wave is actually a remake. And then and Bucket T, the Barbara Ann. I think it's also another remake. But then they also have, and they did the Batman theme song from the '66 Batman. Like no, like that whole one. So they redid that. So yeah. Let's pop the guy open. So they have a nice cool painting thing back there. Oh, this is all the stuff I got from, so I kind of kept that. So, see, there you go. Yeah, it's the Vinyl Pharmacy. Yeah, so, pretty cool place. It came like that, sadly, but it has a really big book, too, so, put that over there. Big book with a lot of pictures and stuff. So, geez, that's, oh. Nice little poster thingy. So, yeah. So, that's pretty cool. And also, I like this album cover a lot, too, so, yeah. I'll give this one a 5-star review. I think this is the most 5 stars I've given out this whole time. Jeez. Next, I got Katy Perry, One of the Boys. Oh, and also, yeah, this was a quick one. I forgot to say, this came out like 60, it doesn't give a date, so I want to say 65, 66. Okay, yeah. And so now Katy Perry, One of the Boys. Big songs off of here is probably I Kissed a Girl, because that's the only one I recognize, other than the Waking Up in Vegas, because I recognize that one just from my dad listening to it. Yeah, this is one of my dad's. Surprisingly, yeah. So inside, nothing much. Oh no, this is gonna be hard book to get out. But yeah, this whole mostly just lyric stuff. So nothing really major, I guess. But overall, I'll just give it a 2. Like other than those 2 songs, it's pretty okay-ish. Don't mind it, I guess. Next, got Steppenwolf, all-time greatest hits. Now I'm more pumped up. Had a little, low thing going on with Pink and Katy Perry. But now I'm finding some good stuff. You have Steppenwolf. So this greatest hits came out in 1999. and well, basically, the big songs that they have is "Born to Be Wild" and "Magic Carpet Ride." Because like I don't really know much about Steppenwolf. And also, I also like the song is "Sookie Sookie." That's pretty good too. Number 3. And so either my aunt or my great aunt actually does know the lead singer, which is kind of cool. So just oh gosh, they just make these hard to get out, or just so yeah, just picture right there, nothing much. More that. So then, yeah, so book they have basically just kind of tell the story and stuff. So yeah, and like the songs, they tell the story of how the band kind of got together and how they kind of talks about the hits and stuff. There you go. There you go. So overall, I'll give this one a 3. Next, got Ozzy Osbourne's "No More Tears." This guy came out in 1991. The ones I've heard on, or what I heard of before, is probably Mr. Tinkerton, Tinker Train. I think that sounds familiar. Then probably "No More Tears," "Mama, I'm Coming Home." I'll probably the big ones off here, and look, it's getting smaller. But yeah, so pop it open. I like the gold and the black disc. It's pretty cool. Book wise, it's a big poster kind of thing, so I don't want to unravel it all the way. Mostly just for the sake of the video. But yeah, that was a pretty good album. I'll give it a 3. So next, got Rick Springfield, "Living in Oz." So this was Rick Springfield's 6th album he did, but it's his first big one, really. Basically, the whole album's pretty good except number 10. But look, it had "Human Touch," "Allison," "Affair of the Heart," "Living in Oz," "Me and Johnny," "No to Eyes," "Tiger by the Tail," "Souls," "Can't Stop Hurting You," and yeah. So then, it gives a little history on the album. And so, this is by Rock Candy too. And if I think of Rock Candy, I think of the Montrose song. So I wonder if they have something to do with that. But so there's the this thingy. This is pretty cool disc. Book is pretty big, so it has some cool kind of collage stuff going on. It kind of talks about the album itself a little bit. My uncle actually has the original vinyl of this, so I'll give this one a 5-star review. Okay, more Ozzy, more Prince of Darkness. You have Blizzard of Oz. So now this came out in 1981. It was remastered in 2002. Big songs that I don't know: "Crazy Train," I think "Goodbye to Romance," "Mr. Crowley." So I had a couple big ones with guitarist Randy Rhoads, if I remember correctly. Yep, Randy Rhoads. That dude. Who would soon after this, I think around 1982 or 3, would actually get in a plane wreck, in a plane crash, and would sadly die. So yeah, that's kind of some cool inside stuff. Jeez, he looks so young compared to his newest album, which I think we actually might review that later. Yeah, that's coming up. I think that's all his albums right there too. So, yep. So yeah. So this is a pretty good album. I'll probably give this about a 3-star review. Next, got Classic Rock Gold. So now this so look, it basically has a lot of stuff. It has Steppenwolf, Santana, Guess Who, Free, Jethro Tull, the James Gang, Rod Stewart, 10 Years After, the Hollies, the Edgar Winter Group, Elton John, Grand Funk. So Jethro Tull, I'll talk about them quick. They actually won best rock song, best metal song of the year, something like that. And so everyone's pretty mad because they use flutes in their music. So it'll be like a guitar solo going on. All of a sudden, there's a flute playing in the background, and people are like, how in the heck can a guy who plays a flute win Best Metal Rock Song of the Year? I have no idea. But so the James Gang actually, one of the people on there actually is from the Eagles. So I just know that. And then Rod Stewart actually likes trains. The Hollies, I don't know, that's a pretty cool song. So Grand Funk, we're an American band. Actually, that song's actually based off a concert in Omaha, and after the first chorus, they mention Omaha, so that's kind of cool. Omaha, Nebraska. I don't know much about this. So they have Bad Company. One of their, I think one of the lead singers just died. Nazareth, Head East, Foghat. Oh yeah, Backman on a Driving Skinner, Doobie Brothers, Joe Wash, Golden Earring, Foghat, Peter Frampton, Blue Oyster Cult, and Ted Nugent. He's actually a really big Republican. The Cars, Eddie Money, Cube Trick, 38 Special. That's actually one of the brothers of someone who's in Lynyrd Skynyrd, but they didn't want that guy in Lynyrd Skynyrd, so he went from his own band. So, yeah. You have some Lunatic Fringe, Red Rider, Billy Idol, Scorpions, Whitesnake. So, yeah, we got a lot of stuff on there. So I'll give this a 5-star review. Yeah, this big 2-disc thing. Oh, here's the receipt. I kept the receipt. What did I all get with this guy? You got December's Children by the Rolling Stones, Mystery Girl, Roy Orbison, Cloud 9, George Harrison, and this. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Look back on that. Okay. But yeah, so yeah, this is pretty cool. It has a whole bunch of pictures. Talks about the bands in it. So, but what's also kind of cool that these people who did it, that they actually have a whole bunch of other ones like British 80s. I think like 70s. They have like country. So it's a lot of cool stuff. Okay, next we have Kiss Alive 2. So, oh yeah, I'll give that 5-star review. So this guy came out in 1977, and so this is a live album, except they had maybe about 4 or 5 new songs on it. And, so yeah, this is pretty good. If I can get the book out. There you go. So yeah, it's a nice, cool book thing. I really like that picture, by the way. That's a pretty cool picture. But, geez, almost half an hour of this video. Yeah, a lot more left to go. Sorry. But yeah, so this is a really good album. Pretty good live album. It's one of my favorite live albums. So I'll give this a 5. So next you have Tommy James and the Shondells. So if you don't know, well, some of his big songs off here, his biggest songs probably Crimson and Clover, and then Mony Mony, which would later be done by Billy Idol, and then Crimson and Clover were actually would have been redone by Joan Jett in the Blackhearts. So that's cool trivia stuff. Then Hanky Panky's a good song, and I Think We're Alone Now would later be done in the 80s once again by Tiffany. So yeah. So all the songs, I think the cover songs of these songs, the covers of them, are more famous than the actual original ones themselves. So yeah. Then I also like the song Dragging the Line's pretty good, and Getting Together is pretty good too. So I'll give this one a about 4-star review. It's a really good album. Inside they have some nice, it's a pretty cool disc. And a little history of the band. One hand. So a little history of the band and stuff. And yeah. Then also just list the songs and like what they kind of charted and stuff. So next we have Queensryche, the best of age sign of the times. So I don't really know much about Queensryche, so I won't really go much, I guess, in depth about them. And I won't take the book out because I just don't want to take the book out. Because there's like some other loose stuff in there. Oh, I guess I'm taking the book out. But, so, yeah. So the book just shows the logo a whole bunch and stuff. There's a random dude. That's pretty much all the book. They only show a picture of the band. Don't know why they don't show a picture of the band. So Queensryche is a pretty okay band. I don't mind them. I like other bands more than them. I should like a lot of bands more than Queensryche. But yeah, it's a pretty okay-ish band. Next, we have the Not Another Teen Movie soundtrack. Just by looking at this cover, fun fact, this is Chris Evans. Then, if I remember correctly, that girl right there, she plays, oh, what's her name? It's, she's on Supergirl. She plays, if anyone watches the show Supergirl, she plays the, no, I thought I had her name for a second, gosh dang it. But, no character on the show. But she plays the sister of Supergirl, Kara. Oh, damn. I keep thinking of SWAT. I keep thinking of Chris from SWAT, but no, it's not Chris. I don't know who it is. Gosh dang, I haven't watched that show in so long. But yeah, those are the two I just recognized just right away. And so this has a lot of... Oh, you guys see it. So it has Marilyn Manson, Smashing Pumpkins, right? The Muse, too. Those are kind of three big bands that bands I've heard of. So yeah, you have those. So this is pretty okay-ish. I didn't really like it too much. So I would guess like a 1 or 2. I said I had another Ozzy one coming. So this is the last Ozzy one we have for today. And look at that. Look how long. Jeez, look at that. Man. Okay. So this is Ozzy, Ordinary Man. This is his newest one. So big song on here is probably, it's probably Straight to Hell. That's this big one off of here, and An Ordinary Man. And then also has the Post Malone song, Take What You Want. And I think that's pretty big too. But like this whole album is really good, except last one. Well, that was kind of a cool song, but there's a lot of cussing. But Holy for Tonight, that's not a good song. But yeah, other than this is it's a really good album. And not much cussing than you think there would be for Ozzy Osbourne, except that It's a Raid featuring Post Malone. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's a great album. And I'll give this a 5. Oh, I forgot to pop it open, of course. So, not much here. This was a little snake thingy. Little, like, the book, I think it's just, like, some pictures, and that's kind of it. But, yeah. So next I'll just get these two knocked out. So this is, so this is No Doubt. My mom likes this band. This is, like an actual album called Rock Steady. And this is just, like, a kind of greatest hits kind of thing. And so, like, the girl right there, I think everyone would know her. Her name is Gwen Stefani. So I think a lot of people know who she is. So yeah, she was in this before. She kind of went on her own little thing. But I don't really know much big songs. There's some songs that rock, so I'll just give this like a 2. Set this over there. Just got the next one. We have the Best of Oingo Boingo, which this is really good. Like, they have a lot more songs than you think. So big songs is Dead Man's Party. I think Not My Slave. Weird Science was in the Weird Science. Dead Man's Party is actually in the Back to School with Ron Dangerfield. Then you have Just Another Day, which is really good too. But yeah, like this is a really good album. It was better than I expected it to be, so yeah. So I have to give this maybe like a 4 or a 5. Let's try to look at the inside too. I can't get this book out. Go. Oh yeah, I got it. So yeah, that's kind of a cool picture. This is the band. Wait, there's an accordion guy in that? I didn't know. Well, I guess I never really paid attention, but yeah. Oingo Boingo is a pretty okay band. Okay. You guys may be waiting for that. Okay, so this is Billy Idol Rebel Yell. And so this dude came out in 1983. And so, fun fact about Rebel Yell. So it was one of the Rolling Stones' birthday, and Billy Idol got invited over for the party. So Billy Idol's hanging out with the Stones, and they're drinking this cheap, like, whiskey, like, wine, something like that. This cheap alcohol called Rebel Yell. So Billy Idol's like, hey, this would be a good song. So he kind of goes to all the Stones and be like, is anyone thinking about doing a song off of this? Anyone, like, said no. So he's like, okay, and then he made this album and the song Rebel Yell. So, yeah, fun fact. It's based off alcohol. So then, big songs, you have Eyes Out the Face, Blue Highway, or Rebel Yell, of course, up there. Blue Highway is actually talks about drugs going through your veins. Yeah, fun fact. Okay. And Flesh of Fantasy, Catch My Fall, Don't Stand in the Shadows. So it has basically over half the albums was actually went big. This is Billy Idol's second album. And I think this is the last one in the 80s, I think. Yeah, it is. So I'll give this, pop it open. So I think this is actually original. So yeah, so I think this is actually like an original 80s one, so. Yep. Oh, whoops. So. Okay, yeah, you got close. So I was trying to get this so it doesn't do that. So I'll give this a 5-star review. Ha! I fixed it! Okay, so now NXS, Listen Like Thieves. This album is great. That's all I'm saying. Like, literally everything except Three Sisters. That's just orchestra stuff. Instrumental stuff. But other than that, this is great album. Like seriously. It's really good. Like, Shine Like It Does, his name, the greatest hits. One Direction's pretty cool keyboard thing, and then One Good Bad Times is pretty cool guitar, like, riff, like, yeah, just great album. What You Need's good. Listen Like Thieves, the name of the album. Kiss the Dirt had a music video, so this is pretty good. So now this dude came out in 1985. This is probably an original one too. I think it is, because just how it looks, you can kind of tell, and just by the disc too. And it doesn't have like anything fancy. So yeah, this is the inside, and I think this is another original one too from 80s, because back in the 80s, not many people bought CDs because they were expensive to get. Plus, cassette tapes. You have those cassette tapes and stuff. And it's like, those are like a couple bucks, and this is, I don't know how much these were, but it's like, this has a lot of songs in it, but most of the time, you only get 8 songs, so it wasn't really worth it from like a money point of view. So yeah, sorry, I'm just stretching my legs. I'm sitting here for like almost 40 minutes. Yeah, I give this 5-star review. So next we have another Elvis budget album. So this is Let's Be Friends. Okay. So now this came out in 1970, and this is remastered in 2006. So that's a good song. It's probably the new one right there, but kind of change of habit and have a happy. That was pretty good. In here, nothing really much. It's just yellow everywhere. Nothing underneath here. This is just blank inside. So it's probably made by it's probably made in the same reissue as Flaming Star, which is kind of buried. There it is. It's right there. Which is kind of buried in that. Like, look at all that CDs. So I give this about. This is probably my least favorite Elvis album, to be honest. So I'll only give this about like 2-star review. So next I have Moody Blue. So this is Elvis's last album before he died. It only came out a few weeks before he actually died. And so big songs off of here were Way Down and Moody Blue. Unchained Melody is good, and The Little Darling is actually a remake, is actually a cover of the Diamonds, because they had the song back in the 50s. Like, la 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 la. So all this bonus stuff down here is actually the whole album of that, from Elvis Boulevard, Memphis, Tennessee. So I really like the disc. It looks like a vinyl record. And when you actually got the album, it was actually a blue record, which, I don't know, this can get reviewed. And this, because my grandma currently owns this, so it might get reviewed. But I know coming up in the next season, oh no, I'm not going to say anything. But, so yeah, it's a picture of Elvis. So I was like, so there's, I guess, 2 different covers you can get. So what's cool is you can pick which one. So you can pick this one or this one. I picked this one because this is the one that my grandma has. So that's why I picked that one. Even though it's kind of awkward how it kind of gets out, but because it usually goes in like that. But yes, some nice pictures inside and stuff. Kind of talks about the album, so it's pretty nice. So I'll give this a 5-star review. Okay, this is the last one of my CDs in this album review. So this is George Harrison Cloud 9. This is kind of George Harrison's 80s comeback. And so this dude came out in 1987. The guy who actually produced it is Jeff Lynne. If anyone knows the rock history / trivia, he's the lead singer of ELO, the Electric Light Orchestra, or if there's like a teenager watching this, the dude who sings Mr. Blue Sky. So yeah, so big songs is probably When We Were Fab, This Is Love, Got My Mind Set on You. It's probably his biggest, most well-known song to this date. Probably after My Sweet Lord, which is actually on the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack. So, yes, teenagers watching this, you do know who George Harrison is. And George Harrison is part of the Beatles, too. So, I like Cloud 9, What It Takes, Fish on Sand, This Is Love, Winning the Fab, Devil's Radio, Breath Away from Heaven, and Got My Mind Set on You. Those are the ones I like. So this is a really good album. This is actually the first vinyl I bought. New vinyl I bought. Because all the vinyl I have is just from, people, like I go through, my mom's, all my mom's old albums, and took them for myself. So this was the first album I actually bought that was new. That I bought with money, not just stealing it from my mom or my grandma. So yeah. So this is a good album. I'll give this a 5-star review. So here's our last album of the day. We have the greatest hits of Night Ranger. If you don't know who this band is, it's the dudes who sing Sister Christian. And if you don't know what that is, I can't help you there. So, big songs you can still rock in America, When You Close Your Eyes, Sister Christian, Don't Tell Me You Love Me, and Sentimental Street, all the ones I know and have somewhat of radio time. And good songs. So let's pop this dude open. This came out in 1989, by the way. So yeah, so you can tell this is an old one too, because you can tell by the disc. It has just the songs inside, and yeah, I think I forgot to pop open George Harrison, but we'll probably get reviewed sometime in the future again. So I'll give this a 4-star review. So I'm not going to just stack them all up. So if you like this album review, please leave a like and subscribe. If you have any, well, and I forgot. So next season it's going to be something. I have a surprise for you. I'm not really going to talk about it much, but yeah. So well, I guess we will be. I might say a little bit about it. So next album review, we have a lot of stuff going on. So we are done reviewing my CDs. Like all those CDs over there, yep, we're all done with those. But like, wait a minute, Patrick, you haven't reviewed any. I'm saving those till later, okay? So yeah, so we will review all those dudes later. Also, but we still will review my dad's, cause on my dad's, we're only on the P's. We just started Pink. So, we have a lot of stuff left to go. And also, you also need to remember, too, that when I started the album review, I was listening to my dad's Kiss. So we still have all the P's, and starting back to the ABC, all the way down to K. And to be specific, Kiss Hotter Than Hell is where I'll probably go end Dad's, so, and start over again. So, yeah, it's going to be nuts. But it's going to be a long time. It's going to be a while until it gets to that. But yeah. So next season is going to be great. I have a lot of cool stuff planned. A lot of cool albums coming up. A lot of cool artists and stuff. And yeah. Like I said, if you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. And also, if you have any complaints, comments, questions, answers to those questions, please put down in the comments below. And I would like to hear what is your favorite album that we reviewed today. And if you have any cool facts about like any of these albums and stuff that I reviewed, or like artists that I reviewed, kind of thing, or the songs that are on some of these things, as CDs and stuff. So just put down in the comments below. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Okay. Put this dude in here. Here you go. I wonder what's next.